Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps with the channel a lot. Welcome back to the series, episode 2 of the city of Rivière-des-Montagnes, a Quebec themed city, where we are trying to build a Quebec themed city. We're playing on the map of Heimdal by Funchenstein, and it can be found on the workshop. And I've written the name in the description down below, so if you want to find it on the workshop, it's pretty easy. Just copy and paste that into the workshop and you should be able to find the map. It's a beautiful map. I believe it's a European themed map, but it looks a lot like the Saguenay region of Quebec, so that is why we chose this map for the series. And as we left off last episode, we achieved we got the first achievement, and now the goal of this episode is to get to the second achievement. So we're going to start off the episode by planting in everything new that we got, and then we are also going to fix this roundabout a bit more at the end of the episode if we have time. So let's hop into it, guys. Oh, look at that. There's no water out this way. Good thing we found that before it got too late. So let's just do that, and I think we should be fine with water down there, and then let's bring water right across over here. And, you know, I don't like the snapping for planting down this stuff. So let's follow the road just like that. And there we go. That should be enough. So I'll resume the game and hopefully residential fixes itself, or these houses fix itself over time. But yeah, I hope you liked the last episode, everyone. I was a blast to build. A bit of a change from our series preview if you saw that episode, which came out last Friday. And that is that we are not using the 81 tiles mod anymore. We are just using the 25 unlockable tiles. So it means that we won't be able to build too far out into the world. Let me see if I can... There we go. We won't be able to build all the way out over here on the edge of the map. But we will be able to keep the city within the valley, and that is kind of the goal anyways. So I'm really happy that we're going to be at least able to do that. But let's hop into today's episode. So last episode we unlocked Little Hamlet, which gave us schools, garbage, and healthcare, and the snow dump as well, which is really important. So let's figure out a spot to put the dump, and this will be just a temporary space until we find a proper garbage sorting facility. And I think we're going to keep it out in this industrial area, but I think I want to put it in this little crevice right here. So let's find a good spot to bring in a road, and I think we already have it. It's right here. Let's turn on these again, and I'm just going to bring a very simple road off of this. Perfect. We're going to use the movement mod, and I want this area to be all flat. So I'm going to grab all 3 of those and just Control H on the height I wanted it to be at, and then unclick by clicking another node. And then we are going to build our dump. So let's place it how about right here? So garbage trucks will start going out that way. And then I also want to take a road. Let's go right here, I guess. Let's go... I don't know if it's a good idea to go right at the intersection or not. Or right at the entrance of the dump or not. Let's change this up a bit. I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to drag it out ever so slightly. Just to the end of the dump itself. And then... I'm going to drag this road out this way. And then same idea, I want this whole area to be flat. So I'm going to grab that and Control H to the ground. And unfortunately we don't have any landscaping tools at the moment, but that is fine. And just to make sure that everything is right, I'm just going to click all of these again. Oh, there we go. So things weren't exactly flat. And we're going to build the snow dump out this way. Okay, and again, because we're building on a hill, it looks a bit funky, so that's fine. So I'm going to grab the building, and we're going to do Control H to that node, and it seems like the building just conforms to the ground, so we will fix that at a later date. but at least right now the snow dump is working. So let's resume the game now that we have garbage and the snow dump as well. But we're going to need water out this way. So let's grab our pipes and we're going to bring it down through here and just right here. I don't know why the snow dump needs water, but that's fine with me. So looking at our demands, we have some residential demand, some commercial demand, and some industrial demand. Now, unfortunately, we can't look at our unemployment. It's always good to use unemployment as a guideline on what to build. So I think what we're going to do instead is we're just going to add in a bit of industry right beside here. So just 2 buildings right here, and see if those actually work or not. And I think I just saw something I want to fix. I want to get these buildings lined up with the dump itself. So as you see, the fence line would theoretically continue. Okay. There we go. Works great. Okay, so we should probably also upgrade this road right here to a 4-lane road so that it gives the dedicated turning lanes for all the trucks that are going in and out between these 2 spaces. Maybe even down to here too. Right off the bridge. And I don't think it needs it from this side right now, but let's leave it at that. And oh, look at this. We actually lost a building. That's okay. We'll take off that zoning tile. And now we have some spaces over here that we could theoretically build on in the future. So now that we've gotten this industrial area zoned in, we have a lot more industrial demand. So let's continue zoning some industries out this way. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now. And then now let's look at adding in some other stuff into our little town over here. So we got healthcare and education unlocked. Now this is always a big question for me, and is what to build first, education or healthcare. I'm going to choose to build the healthcare option first. So we have a choice between this medical clinic and this medical clinic. They're the same building, but they just look different. So let's look at building the first medical clinic right here. And it's always good to build the medical clinics on main avenues. So I'm worried about it deleting that zoning right there, but it doesn't seem like it will. So perfect. It's a great looking building. And it goes right behind these houses as well. So now that we're building over here, let's look at zoning in some commercial. Just along here like this. And that should fill the demand for now. And as we're looking at our income here, we are losing a bit of money. So I think this is going to be the first time in the game that we're going to raise taxes. So let's raise them to 11. 12, 13 is about the highest you want to go. And now if we're looking at our budget, we are making more money than we are expending on the town. So that is good news. So now we need to look at perhaps expanding residential a bit more. The goal for today's episode is to get to 850. So that's totally a doable achievement, I guess, or goal. So we got to find a space to build. So obviously up this hill is probably the way to go. Along the main avenue is probably the way to go as well. We've already built along here and we've gone to our limits extent. We could build over here a bit more as we have unlocked this space, and even up to here, but I don't really see a good way of getting out there right now. We don't really have the funds to build up into that mountain, so let's just look at continuing building out over here. So let's look at getting some housing in over here. And if you've seen my episodes before, or my channel before, you'll know that I really don't like building four-way intersections. In this case, I think it could be fine, but the AI in the game just really doesn't like it. So I prefer building three-way intersections. But how about for a test, we'll just build one anyways. Because I don't really think it's that gonna be that much traffic coming in and out of over here. So I think in this case it might be fine. But unless you're building a gridded system, I do not recommend doing that. So I think we're gonna have to build up the hill a bit. And let's make sure that we are on ground level. So this is just pretty much just the debate on how high up the hill do we want to go. So I think I'm just going to keep it fairly small for now. We're going to build right there. And then, yeah, see that building's going to get deleted. I'm not going to build that building. And I think we're going to have to make a connection to this area. So when you're in a residential community, four-lane intersections, or sorry, four-way stops don't really matter that much. Okay, so well, how about we just figure out how we're getting out here anyways. So we could make a connection there, could make a connection right here. I think that's probably the better play, so let's build out to there, and then we're going to curve in right there. Okay, so sorry people who built their beautiful homes, but we needed that land for the town. So let's extend the main avenue right along here, and let's zone in some housing. So I just saw this house being built. I'm gonna delete them because their plots got a lot bigger, and yet it didn't count it. So let's zone in all those. And then I'm going to be a bit more picky over here because I didn't want large commercial buildings out that way. Now there is a mod I was thinking about getting, but it did conflict with something, and I don't think I'll be able to use it in this situation anyways. There's a new mod coming out called the zoning controller, where I could theoretically remove the zoning off of here and extend the zoning right here. But I'm pretty sure it conflicts with network extensions too, which is a pretty critical mod. So I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. If you have used that in your cities, please let me know. And if it doesn't really interrupt you, fantastic, let me know, because I will use it in the city if someone recommends it. Alright, so now that we have that going, we are almost at the next level anyways. 850. This is definitely going to happen really soon. So let's just continue building out here a bit more. We're building a bit of a grid, as it seems, which is totally fine. And maybe this is a this is a road network that connects to the downtown wherever we end up choosing to build it. Whether it be over here, or maybe this is the downtown, or maybe we don't really even have a downtown in this city. Hey, look at that. So what did we unlock? We unlocked districts. That's fantastic. We unlocked a new tile that we can build in. That is also fantastic. Police, fire. Oh, very, very critical things we're going to need to add in right away. So this is something that I'm going to need to pause for, probably, because if you don't have fire and there is a fire, that is not good for your city. So I'm going to pause the game right here. We're going to just continue doing what we were doing in this episode, and then I will stop it, and we will save building that stuff for the next episode. So let's just continue doing that. I don't think we're going to need to build over here because this road will continue to grow. We have a bit more industrial demand as well, so that's something I should plan for. And the fact that we're probably getting up to the point where our power is, we're going to need a new power building soon, yeah. But I think our water is going to be fine, so let's actually lower our water budget. Let's say 80. And I'm going to actually resume the game right here to see how much it actually bumped down. So we could probably even go a bit lower. Let's try 70. Yeah, okay, look at that. That's pretty good. But if we go back to power, we are running out of power. So let's bump that up to 150. Let's see how much that power plant can give us. It can give us 50 megawatts. So that'll keep us for a bit longer. And let's plan out a bit of an industrial expansion. So let's continue this main stretch right here. And then right here, I'm going to build out and across. Yeah. And we're going to build right to about here. And connect in. Fantastic. So now we have a bit of industrial expansion. So let's just fill in this whole square. And just right there. Theoretically, we probably could have built something right there. But let's also put something right here. And we'll leave the rest of it open for now. And as that zones in, it'll help our city grow. We've already got our garbage. We got our healthcare in. We got our snow dump. That's a lot to kind of add into the city in one day. So, yeah, this city's coming along fantastically, guys. I'm really, really happy with how things have turned out. And look at that, we're getting crime issues. So this is telling me that I need to pause the game because I don't want to go too far into the next episode, which will be coming out tomorrow. But let's look at doing some work on our roundabout. So I have this mod called Intersection Marking Tool. And what this does is it allows you to draw in lines. So let's make a nice connection with our roundabout here, or nice proper connections. So we're going to add a dashed line there. We're going to add a dashed line to here and to here. Yep. And then we're going to add a solid line right here. Okay. And then this is where it gets a bit tricky. So we're going to need a dashed line there, there, and there. So people pulling in from here can go anywhere. It's a bit messy. And then we're going to get a solid line right here. So it's a dedicated off ramp. And then we're going to need a solid line no, we're going to need a filler right here, I think. So we need to do Control Shift F. And we're going to need to select that. Is it that? No, I think we're missing a line. So come on, Steven, we can figure this out. Let's go back to our lines here. No, let's get out of that. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so we're gonna need a line. What am I even doing here, guys? There we go. Okay, so let's get a line. We already have that one, here to here. Let's see. So this, I think I did one too many lines. Nope, that one's important. I think it's this line we don't need. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So now that we have that in place, we can go to the fillers here. So Control Shift F, and then I'm gonna select all of that. And we're gonna go back here. And usually when you're doing a city, you're gonna see City Skylines YouTubers just do that. But or like use like the chevron or something. But I think if you do grass in a winter themed city, it looks like the snowplow went by and pushed all the snow and it hasn't been fully cleared out of the intersection. If you live in a snowy climate, or Canadian for example, you will definitely know what I mean when you see stuff like this in intersections. There's always stuff like this where people don't really drive on the road, like those small sections between turning lanes on intersections, stuff like that, where there's just snow accumulation and it's so weird and it looks dangerous. But I think it looks fantastic. So let's do the next thing. I keep clicking traffic manager. That's not what I want. So let's go here and we're going to go to preset here and we're going to click templates, save as preset. That's it. We're gonna do winter roundabout. Okay. Save changes. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our next one. So we're going to just go right here, and we're gonna do preset. We're gonna do winter roundabout. Apply preset. And we're just gonna rotate it until it fits. Boom! Look at that. And then we are gonna do checkmark apply. And then we're gonna go to our next one. Just right here. Presets. Apply preset, and then rotate like so. And you know what? I think this intersection needs a bit of tweaking as well. So I'm gonna pull this back like that. Yeah, that works. And then we're gonna also just use the node controller ever so slightly. So let's exit out of that. Control N for the node controller mod. And we're just going to extend this intersection a bit. There we go. And then there's one other thing I missed last time is I didn't lock these nodes together. So Control S, and that means that cars will have to pick their lane when they come in. So as you see, all those people were just going straight, so they got into that right lane. But some people, there we go, chose their lane earlier. Look at this guy. So that really helps the traffic flow, especially on a 3-point roundabout. 4-point roundabouts, not so much. There's not that many nodes to do that. But if you like the roundabout, guys, let me know down in the comment section down below. If I messed something up, please let me know. And if you have any suggestions or comments about the city, let me know in this crime-riddled city of Rivière-des-Montagnes. So, hope you have a great day, everyone. And I will catch you next time in the city of Rivière-des-Montagnes, a Quebec-themed city set in the Saguenay region of Quebec. So have a great day, everyone, and peace out.